Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Susie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. As you can see in the title, I will be going over my top 10 favorite baby items. These are items that I will continue to reuse for future pregnancies, God willing. These are items that I would recommend to any new mom out there looking for just any tips or ideas of where to start as far as, you know, trying to buy the essentials for your newborn baby. These are things that I've honestly used since my baby was a newborn, and I can continue to use until now and am using. Hit the like button, subscribe. I would love you guys to join my family and, you know, be a part of this journey. So let's get right to it. The first thing I want to start off with is this right here, the obvious right next to me. This is such a lifesaver. It's the 4Moms Roux. It's so great. This is wonderful for just getting your baby down and not having to hold your baby, especially if they're drinking a bottle, or you know, you just want to set them down for a minute while you finish cleaning or doing the dishes or something. I love to put my baby in this. It does come with a little attachment with 3 little balls, but I love to put my baby in this with a blanket, and when I'm trying to get something done, I just lay my baby there with a blanket and let the blanket hold his bottle. Of course, I'm watching him, and it just rocks him. I put it on a level 1, and sometimes he'll fall asleep and sometimes he just lays there. This is also great if your baby is rolling over and you just want them to stay set in one place while you get things done. This thing is amazing. Item number 2 that I have to say I will recommend always is little books like this. This one makes some sounds. It has that rustling like paper bag kind of noise, and it has like a tooth, so if they're teething, they can just bite off of this. Another awesome thing about this is just a small little book. You can actually even read to them. I find my baby, even now, he's 11 months old, reading this, looking at it, playing with it, everywhere. This will keep them entertained for hours. And well, not hours, but it keeps them entertained long enough. I really love this for any baby. Out of all the toys, honestly, I find him getting the most entertained with this. Another item I would say, this is for all of my mamas who do not breastfeed. If you are like me and you give baby formula, this thing is amazing. So one thing is, I like to give my baby warm milk. Unfortunately, I was not able to breastfeed him as long as I would have liked to. He was a premature baby, and he did get used to the nipple of the bottle way before I even got to breastfeed. So my breastfeed journey was cut very short. My milk supply did go away pretty quickly, but this thing keeps his water warm. So I warm up his water every day, especially at night. This thing is awesome. You just keep the water warm, pour it into the bottle, and then you just add the milk, shake it up, and you have warm milk. You don't even have to worry about having to go and put the milk in there and then head back and then keep your baby waiting or crying, which unfortunately I wish I would have had that since the beginning. I didn't come across that idea until like about when he was 3 to 4 months, so it took me a minute to kind of get there. Another thing, going on to the next item that I would recommend a lot, is these baby bibs. This right here is perfect if your baby is starting to feed or is self-feeding. You just put it on, and any food, not all of it manages to get in here, I will say. It does still go on the floor, but this thing is awesome because it still catches quite a bit. You'd be surprised how much it can catch. Sometimes, like when I'm giving my baby eggs, I'm like, look what you're hiding in here, and he'll dig his hand in there and he'll start eating it. So these are definitely so convenient, so easy to wash. You just put it, like, soap it up a little bit and then just let it dry with the dishes. Definitely recommend that. Another item that I recommend a lot are baby socks, specifically the ones that I have here. I am very picky when it comes to my baby socks. These right here are perfect If your baby is still not wearing shoes, or it's one of those days where you just don't want to put shoes on, they look like little shoes, especially these, and they match their outfits. Another thing I love about these is that they don't leave marks on my baby's ankle. My baby is thin. He's not super chunky like some babies can be. But what I find with these socks, they're not so tight on their ankles. They're very flexible, and you can leave them long ways, or you can just fold them. And I have no issues with this. I've tried other socks that are a little tighter right here. Always leave an imprint on my baby. And keep in mind, he is a small baby. He doesn't, like I said, he's not chunky. So these are the only socks that I will buy. I'll be honest, I haven't really found these online. If they are, I always have to look at them in person to make sure that they're the right ones. So I always honestly buy these at either Ross or Marshall's. They usually have like a really good selection of these for like about $3 to $4. Not bad at all. Another item that I feel like, especially not just when they're newborns, but even now, like my baby's 11 months, this is honestly, going as far as sleepers, these are the way to go. Anything with a zipper. Don't get me wrong, the ones with buttons are super cute. I did use those on my baby. I still do sometimes, but the ones with the zipper are far more convenient, especially at nighttime. It's already hard enough waking up every so often at night, having to feed your baby, change your baby, and then have to tackle every single little button on these sleepers. So I automatically just look for the zipper ones. I did get some as gifts with buttons. I use those mainly during the day when I'm more awake and more alert and I know what I'm doing. But if you're looking for cute little sleepers or anything really, always try to look for something with a zipper. And if you're doing the buttons, try to do them during the day and not during nighttime. Trust me, you'll save yourself from a lot of work. Speaking as newborn babies, one of my favorite items as far as my baby goes for sleeping in general and being warm is swaddlers. So this is a Ziggybaby swaddler. This thing is great for anybody who does not know how to swaddle, doesn't have the time to swaddle, or just gets impatient, or a baby keeps breaking out of a blanket. These things are amazing. They come, let me show you. So it comes with this pocket right here, and it has this little Velcro. So you can hear that, and then it's like this. You basically put your baby in there, and you put this over this part right here, and then this one just seals it. This is perfect for your baby. It keeps them snuggled in longer. It works beautifully. I would definitely recommend this. This is something I would repurchase a million times. This thing is amazing. This one that I got in particular came with a pack of 3. This white one and 2 brown ones with different design. Like I said, if you're that type of mom who just doesn't have the time, or you just don't feel like learning, or you just can't get it right like they do at the hospital because they're pros at it, I would highly recommend this. Get this and maybe just a super light swaddle blanket and just try to swallow your baby. After that, you would, trust me, you'll love this. My favorite type of bottle for my baby is the Dr. Brown. I would repurchase these in a heartbeat. These are perfect for my baby. I'm sure you'll love these. Every baby is different. My baby, like I said, was not breastfed. He got used to the nipple at very early on, and he won't not like any other nipple other than the Dr. Brown one. And another great thing about this is my baby had, honestly, he never spit up. I don't know how else to say it. My baby never spit up. If he ever did have a spit up, I was confused. I didn't know if I should be alerted. Maybe he was throwing up, or I don't know. I would feed him, burp him, but with these, I never experienced any spit ups. I don't know if that's just me, but I just have to say these are the best. And last but not least, last two items is the Moby wrap. The Moby wrap is amazing. Some people will love it, some people will hate it. Some people don't have the time to mess around with it, or they just give up on it. I will say, believe me when I say practice makes perfect. I was not perfect at this when I first started. It definitely takes a couple of tries and a couple of mistakes, but I would use this and play around with it a lot when I was at home. So by the time I did go out with my baby, I was much better at it. This was great. Like I said, when I would get the practice at home, it would give my hands, like my hands would be free. I would be able to do a couple of things around the house while still holding my baby very close. Going out in public, this thing was amazing. Like, my baby would sleep the longest. He would always stay so comfortable. And as far as the reviews I've heard, moms who breastfeed apparently have a really good outcome with that, because they're able to cover up when feeding their baby. And I would just recommend it. I did try a different carrier and I wasn't a big fan of it. So if you're willing to try it, I would try it. Another thing, last but not least, I don't have it here. I actually ran out. Sorry guys, so my camera ended up dying. I didn't charge my battery. But I was saying, I don't have any more. I actually ran out, but I have to say is hospital pads. So you can purchase these if you want, but if your hospital gives them to you while you're in there, stock up. Definitely bring them home with you. I will insert a picture right about here, but these things are amazing. So you don't use all of them. I know they give them to us mamas, you know, after we deliver our children, but these things are amazing if your baby has a blowout. So what I would do is, if I saw that my baby had a blowout, I would quickly grab one before I laid him in his little diaper changing area, and I would lay it down all the way, and it was nice and big, so it would cover basically the full circumference of it. And then I'll let my baby take care of his blowout, and then instead of having to wipe down his changing pad area or changing out the sheet, throwing it in the washer, all I had to do was roll it up, toss it in the trash, and that was it. Easy. So I honestly have to say, if you can purchase them, ask your hospital if they can give you a couple extra, or just stock up on the ones that they give you. I almost left mine. I was like, what do I need this for? But I'm so happy that I brought them home with me, because I was able to use them for my baby's blowouts, and it saved me a lot of cleaning work afterwards. So it was awesome. So as far as my top 10s, you guys, that is basically it. I can't go without these products. These products are something that, like I said, I will continue to use. I would definitely repurchase again through another pregnancy. It's stuff that worked for me. It won't work for everybody. I understand that every single baby is different. Definitely leave down in the comments below anything you would like for me to post in the future. I am open to anything. I want this to be a great place for all of us to come together as a community, you know, mama to mama. Even if you're not a mom, you know, hey, tell me what you like to see. I'm open to anything, like I said. But thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to keep watching more videos in the future. And thank you guys so much for your time.